I'm ready.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to
Howdy.
Denver, Colorado. Here we are doing another episode of our podcast, ClimateCon's podcast. Welcoming Niko, the growing guru over at GhostPrint. Niko's going to tell us about like lawn care and things we can do for our lawn that are more sustainable and regenerative. Niko, what are some good ideas you have for folks?
Yeah, so I want to start out with saying thank you to Michael for inspiring this ClimateCon and all of the awesome work that's going along with it. And to spring right into it, you can see I'm a little hot and sweaty, already been out in the field, literally
Yeah,
doing the eco mowing.
that was a good thing you got that done. It's like 95 up here on the roof, so it's probably a good thing you got the yard work done in the morning.
Getting it done nice and early. So with that, I have plenty of time to think while we're out there running our all electric lawn mowing service. So that's where I would really start is with the electric equipment. That's a awesome perk to have if you're a homeowner. It works really great. If you're a business owner, it's getting there. We're working on solutions to make it applicable, like having a solar powered generator in our truck. And what this allows us to do is be more eco-friendly, obviously, and within that have a better air quality within neighborhoods, have better air quality for me and my employees while we're running the equipment. There's not just gas fumes coming at us all day. Noise ordinances, it allows us to be less noisy, right? The electric mowers and electric trimmers and all of the different electric gadgets that we have while landscaping and doing lawn care, they all run nice and quietly, so I never have to put on those headphones. I can be alert and active in the
Right.
neighborhood, not hitting your nice red Camaro, like I see some dudes out there that have headphones on and loud equipment just running into things.
Well,
So
well, and those blowers and those mowers, those engines are worse than automobile engines, right? Because they're not regular.
yeah, so they have some of the worst conversion rates of gasoline and they're very inefficient. So it's more efficient to even run a cord off of a coal power plant far, far away for emissions wise, because that coal power plant is being able to cap and to lock that carbon away and not as much pollution, and then in your neighborhood, it doesn't create all that air pollution. It's not kicking up a bunch of dust. And it's really good for our health. Honestly, I love it when I'm out on the electric mowers because I can just smell the clean grass aromas, which are actually really good for you. And instead of I've run on crews where we're running those gasoline mowers all day, and it gave me nosebleeds, and that shows that
Oh,
it's deteriorating the workers' health and making the community health deteriorate as well.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I
yeah,
think
so
I should quickly mention here at Enterprise, part of the reason I'm in the shade is they got these great solar panels up here, and so I appreciate that you're running your equipment off a solar generator. That's awesome. You do a lot of composting as well, Niko. Tell us a little bit about the composting and some of the advances in things like plastic silverware.
yeah, yeah. So let me that's actually going to be the third point on the eco-friendly lawn care. Let me
Okay,
step back to the second point, which
fair,
is the
fair.
organic chemicals that we use, and that ties into the composting. We use all organic chemicals, whether we're fighting grubs, like we're spraying some of our clients' yards for grubs. It's grub season right now. They just got that lush green grass from all this rain. They're eating all the roots. So we're using organic chemicals to fight off those pests, those fungicides, to fertilize the yard. And that's where we jump into number three, or spring into number three,
Okay.
is with the composting. And that ties all of our industries together, the landscaping, the lawn care. and of course compost pickup, because we use that compost to make some GhostPrint carbon capturing
Really?
fertilizer, right? And that's the coolest system behind our technology. I'm not the founder of it. I want to quote Johnson Su, who is the original individual, Johnson and Sue, his wife, who created the Johnson Su bioreactor.
Okay.
And that is a really amazing system. Shout out to my co-founder, Tayo, who has been crunching the numbers and helping us come up with the composting systems that you can see on our website under the GhostPrint ecosystem, which it's basically a free system to make. It just takes 5 to 6 pallets, whether you want a lid on top to keep any animals or any debris from flying out. So it creates a carbon sequestering compost. That means, to break that down, Michael, because
Yeah.
most people think that this t-shirt sucks in CO2. No, this t-shirt right here, when I get it all ripped up, right, which happens about every year, I have to change out a new t-shirt and have it so that it's going to landfill, or this one specifically is fully compostable and able to go into our carbon sequestering system that then is processed, right? The compost is processed and finally spread back onto, let's create a full circle, spread back onto the yards that we started mowing, right? And that's where the carbon sequestration is taking place in the ground, in the root system, in the fungal network that's allowing that yard to absorb more CO2 and be healthier overall. So that's a really high level of how the system works, if
And
that makes sense.
that's super cool. So with a lot of it, I know like the silverware, you've got to buy the particular type of silverware. It sounds like with the t-shirt, you'd have to buy the right kind of t-shirt.
Definitely.
Are these the kind of things we can find on your website on ghostprint.org, or where can we find these
Yeah,
items?
so with the third aspect, we do compost pickup and compostable drop-offs at the same time, where you can get fully certified by the persona, the growing guru, and if you order off of these compostables off of our website, which we have many articles, specifically one kit that we call the party pack, the compostable products right there that Michael's showing. And all of it is the best we can do in the industry right now for being fully 100% compostable. And if you order it off our website, it's going to be fully compostable and it's going to break down in our system. And if you hire our service, then you're going to be offsetting your carbon footprint.
That's
So,
awesome. And obviously you're Colorado centric. We're a Colorado event. Looks like you serve between Parker and Pueblo. You may not, I should have prepped you for this one. It just occurred to me. Is there like a national network of compostable companies where somebody can find one there in their local region?
oh yeah, definitely. So I think on our last website, and this is a great point that I need to transfer this, there is Colorado specifically is one of the best leaders in composting. There's dozens of companies,
Go Colorado.
whether Go Colorado, yep, done this for research papers in college, created websites and apps to show that you can get pickup almost anywhere, no matter where you are in Colorado. If you're wanting compost pickup, you can get compost pickup. We're trying to rank it, and I'll put this in the article to rank which ones are more carbon sequestering and which ones are least carbon sequestering
Yeah.
or environmentally affecting,
Yeah.
because that does make a difference. If you're going to A1 organics, that's probably the least carbon sequestering, most carbon emitting. If you're going to somebody like us, or I know Coco is doing a very Compost Colorado for long name. They're the leader in the industry. They're doing a very similar system to us. Vaughn over there is really rocking and rolling with creating an awesome carbon sequestering system as well. So
That's
there's
cool.
some
So
awesome
is that
resources.
something you said you're gonna post to your website?
Yeah, I'll get that up and running today. That'll be easy. Maybe I'll have
Awesome. So
ChatGPT help.
we can encourage people to go to ghostprint.org
Yep.
and look for that comparison of different compost systems. Not all composting is the same. That's good to know. So Niko, we
Yeah,
tried to keep these to 15 minutes. We got a few minutes left. Is there anything
awesome.
particular you want to add? Anything you want to close with?
Yeah, so just some shout outs since we're talking about lawn care today. Number one, the biggest thing that I see so often to prevent fungicide growth, just as a lawn expert, I've been mowing lawns since I was 12 years old,
Yeah.
you know, water at just before sunrise. If you can get something like, shout out to one of my mentors, Ratio, which is it tracks the weather patterns and doesn't overwater when there's excess water due to our climate, due to rain.
Uh-huh.
Ratio installing their system is really, really cool. And then three, just think your own health within your own backyard is going to be the place to start. That's what I recommend is start in your own backyard. If you want to affect the world, start local, and your backyard is a place that you can really focus in with being sustainable and healthy.
Niko, that's awesome, man. I appreciate your help. Niko's one of our top volunteers at ClimateCon. Again, everyone, ClimateCon's a conference celebrating climate innovation and inspiring action. You can look us up at climatecon.world. Look for it January 23rd in Denver, Colorado at the CSU Spur campus. And that looks beautiful. That's a beautiful seedling you got there, Niko. Nice work, buddy. Yeah,
Compostable cups, man.
think how big that thing will be by the time we get to January 23rd.
Yep. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited
Awesome.
for it. My team's ready for it. Let's grow.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, I appreciate your help, Niko. Thanks for this podcast, and we'll talk to you soon. ClimateCon.world, everybody. ClimateCon.world.